Hey guys, it's DRG Fishing here. I'm going to talk about some of the videos I have coming up in the future and some of the baits that I have. I'll show you guys today. This is my first video and I'll talk about what I have, and I'll have some recommendations for you guys that are first time fishermen. Even though this is my starting, like I've never made a video before, I'm a brand new fisherman too, and mostly the bass fishing. I mean, I've kind of like fished for sunnies and other things like most of my younger life, but like just recently in my past few years, I've gotten really into bass fishing, and today I'll talk to you about some my one fishing pole that I mainly use and some of my other baits. So let's get started. So first off, I have two of the Berkley Havoc pit bosses. I have one 4-inch one and I have one 3-inch one, and these are really good for pitching pads in like the spring and to summer. And you know, this I see a lot of like better channels that make fishing videos. They're always like using this in really like padded areas. And you know, I have not been able to use these yet, but I really think in my future videos that I will definitely catch a lot of bass off of these. So I'll move on to a separate bait now. Now, you guys have probably seen this before, but I got some Berkley Gulp minnows. And what I like to do is I either will Texas rig them, or in the river by me, or if you have any ponds by you where you guys live, or rivers or whatever, what I like to do is I'll just take a hook, no weight or sinker or anything, and I'll just dry hook it through the top, right through the head, and I'll just twitch it with a rod. If you have a really like lightweight fishing pole and your tip is very sensitive, I just like to throw it out and I'll watch the fish just destroy them. I'll just throw out like this little, like a minnow, one of the Berkley Gulp minnows, and if you find like a deep area or you're able to cast, like if you're by like a waterfall in a river or something like that, you just throw them in like those deep holes and stuff like that. And if you twitch it, it looks exactly like a dying minnow, or just let it sink down. What I do is I reel it in a little bit, twitch the tail, and just let it sink a little bit. And you know, I'm always catching largemouth or smallmouth on them, so these are really good to use. I have a few different colors. I have the chartreuse right here. I used this last summer in my river, and I think I caught like 32 bass one day in the river alone. And I also have another color of those Gulp minnows, but I don't actually have it on me right now. It's, oh, here it is. It's just, this is the regular minnow, just black and white, and these work very well too. And I also have some other soft bait minnows. I have jackall minnows. I use a few of them. I have actually not catched any fish with these yet, but I used these last in September, and I wasn't really having that much luck at the waterfall or like the river by me. I don't have a car yet or anything like that, so I can't really go anywhere to really test out a lot of my baits. But I just got my permit, guys, so in the future I'll be able to dry places. I also have the Berkley Havoc Skeet Reese Design Sick Fish Jr. I use this as a trailer actually on one of my Z-Man chatterbaits. I lost it the other day. I actually did not catch anything with these yet, but in the future, like I said, I'm definitely going to use these again. And there's a pond near me that as soon as like spring or even like the middle of March, I'll head over there once the ice is hopefully melted. And there's a lot of bass. The biggest bass I caught in there was 3.5 pounds, but I've seen larger ones, so just hoping I'll be able to catch a lot of fish in my videos with you guys. I also have another Berkley power bait worms. They're bass worms. This is for Texas rigging, pitching pads, or whatever else you want to do with them. It's called Tequila Sunrise. It's like a vibrant purplish pink with a very dark black navy blue purple. And I have not used these yet either, but my friend actually was using one of these. He's got the same thing, and he ended up catching like, I think like a 2-pound smallmouth at the waterfall where I live. And I mean, they seem like they would work very well. Now I'll show you guys some of my other smaller little things I have. I have these Gary Yamamoto red Senkos, and I think that these would be really well for smallmouth and stuff like that where I live too. I also have a small I have a mini Z-Man chatterbait, and I have not been able to really use this yet. But so that's just one really cool thing I also have. I also have these Zoom watermelon seed 6-inch lizards, and let me show you the pole I have, guys. I have a 6.6 combo Abu Garcia. All right, and I've used this rod a few times. I caught probably only like 3 bass on this actually so far. I got it for Christmas, so I haven't been able to really use it that much either. But I'll show you what I have in my other tackle box. I have some Savage Gear crayfish here, and I have not been able to use these yet, but these, I'm telling you right now, guys, like if you live in like New Jersey or any other places that like have crawfish, or even like southern places like North Carolina, South Carolina, which is kind of southern to me, but you know, these, I'm pretty sure like these will wreck fish in the river by me. I'll definitely be making videos with these in the future. This is the Zoom watermelon sea lizard. I already got this Texas rigged. I'm definitely going to be using this for pitching pads. And I just have some other worms here that I'll be using in my future videos. Some Senkos, other Senkos I have. And let me show you some of the lures I have. I have a lot of, I actually right now in there I have a few cheap lures. By a few actually I mean a lot, but all these brightly colored lures you saw, guys, actually I bought these off of Amazon, except for this one, and this one. These are all Matsuos, these 3 right here, and they work great. I caught a small pickerel on them a few months ago. And another good lure that I actually have for you guys is, it's a popper. I caught a sunfish on this popper actually. I'm not even sure how the heck the sunfish was able to get into its mouth, but so this popper I have right here, vibrantly colored. It's good for early morning. Like, I have not been able to use this like really like near me, but I mean this is a really good popper. I think this would be good for like early morning smallmouth and stuff. I also want to go over my last few lures that I have. I have quite the amount of jigs in here. I also see I put this jig, I put that as a jig on there. I'm gonna use that. I also have these small sunfish paddle tails. Those would be good for the waterfall. And then I have a bunch of jigs. I have these types of jigs. I also have frogs that I'll be using at a place called Barber's Pond in about 2 months. I'll be going there. And I also have some buzz baits. This is one of my buzz baits. And I also have another few jigs, little pumpkin jigs. And the last thing I'll show you guys is some of my other lures that I have. So I have this bass popper right here. This little glistening bass popper. I've got another popper right here. I actually have a Rapala minnow that I'll show you guys. Not Rapala minnow. I found this lure in the river and I put some hooks on it. It's actually pretty well working even though it's kind of beat up. I have another Rapala minnow. And actually another Rapala X-Strap. And I also have one more Rapala right here. This is a little crayfish. And that's it, guys. So like, subscribe my video, and my next video will be an unboxing, and I'll see you guys